You know, if you had told me that I was going to be filming 10 of these videos from my garage, I would have cried. And I have cried a good bit during this COVID-19 crisis. You know, one of the things that I keep hearing people say is, I just want to go back. I want to go back to the way things were. I want to go back. And there are several stories in Scripture of people saying the same thing. I want to go back. Jonah, when he's in the belly of the big fish, is praying to God, I want to go back to the sanctuary. I want to go back and worship you in the sanctuary. The Hebrews, after they've been freed from Egypt, they're wandering in the desert and they long for the food they were having in Egypt. I want to go back to the way things were in Egypt. And then the disciples on Holy Saturday, I bet you they were grieving Jesus' death and wanting to go back to the way things were before the crucifixion. But in every one of those stories, God has something different planned. Jonah, when he gets spit out from the belly of the big fish, he heads straight towards the sanctuary, wants to go straight back to worship God in the sanctuary. And God says, no, you're going to Nineveh. And then the Hebrew people, when they're grumbling in the desert about things that were back in Egypt, God uses Moses to say, no, we're going forward to the promised land. And those disciples who are wanting to go back to the way things were before the crucifixion, the risen Lord says, no, we're going towards the resurrection. And so what I want to invite you to think about as things are slowly opening up is, where is God inviting you to next? Where's the forward place, the new place that God is sending you? And what could God be up to there? You know, we had our first socially distanced gathering yesterday at church. It was weird. We were all 6 feet apart and we couldn't touch, and we had to show up in masks. But it was wonderful to get to hear what God was up to in everybody's lives. And this Memorial Day week, we're doing a bunch of different socially distanced gatherings, just trying to think about, how are we going forward? What new thing, what could God be inviting us into? So I'll be playing Frisbee golf at the church. Angelina's going on several hikes. Ben is going to play real golf. And we sent a Google sign-up spreadsheet to you all. So feel free to just fill that sucker out. Space is limited because we have to do this socially distanced thing still. And if you can't use the spreadsheet, just send me a text and I'll put your name down. But I hope that as we slowly open things back up, you'll get curious about where God's sending you to next. Where are you moving forward from here? God's up to something. Be a part of it.